is the Jaguar E Pace, and it's a compact 5-seat premium SUV, and according to Jaguar, it blends the design and performance of a Jaguar sports car into a much more versatile but still premium package. So we're going to see if Jaguar's claims are true with this new Jaguar E Pace. Certainly from the exterior of this car, it certainly screams sportiness, with a large air intakes on the centre grille and the bottom 3/4, standard LED headlights have a really nice signature in the day and the night, and also massive 20-inch wheels on this particular HSC R Dynamic specification. Despite the sporty proportions and styling of the car, the actual boot isn't affected at all, with a really wide and practical opening, a flat load bay which makes loading heavier and longer items really easy, and there's also a little bit more underfloor storage here, which is good for storing valuable items such as laptops. There's also a nice strap there to hold shopping bags such as wine bottles and milk in place. The only thing is, the parcel shelf does feel a little bit cheap for a car that this particular car costs £52,000. You can also fold the seats down from the middle row, which will create a flat load bay, so it's a really practical SUV. Now we're in the back of the E-Pace. It's actually quite a premium place to be, with really good use of materials, with this particular car having the red interior, which isn't to all taste, but it certainly looks premium. There's also conveniently placed 2 air vents here, which is good for chilling the rear passengers on a hot day, and also a 12-volt socket so you can charge your electrical devices. There's also a bit more netting on the seats, and also large storage bins in the doors. It does feel a little bit claustrophobic with the black headlining. However, specified panoramic sunroof and that will simply flood the cabin with light. And overall, it's a really nice car. As soon as you jump into the up front of the Jaguar E-Pace, the first thing you realise is how sporty and tailored towards the driver the interior is, with this grab handle that the passengers can hold on to if they wish, and also a really nice driver incorporated area with the screens and the climate control dials all tailored towards the driver, making it easier to use on the move. The materials are also really good, with a nice supple soft leather on the steering wheel, on the seats, on highest end models, and also on the dash. Attention to detail is also pretty good too. A nice red stitching across the dash and across the passengers compartment too. What's more, there's also nice flashes of aluminium, such as around the air vents, on the door, and also on the tread plates here. Being a modern car, technology is really enhanced in this Jaguar E-Pace, with the standard fit of a 10-inch touchscreen display that, on all but the entry model, come with satellite navigation and also standard features such as Bluetooth and DAB radio. As you'd hope from an SUV, this Jaguar comes packed with the latest safety technology, such as the standard fitment of autonomous emergency braking from these 3 radars up here, which scans ahead if you're getting too close to the car in front and it feels you're going to hit them, so it will apply the brakes to stop those impacts from happening. There's also the standard fitment of LED headlights, which illuminate far ahead at night. Furthermore, there's also a pedestrian airbag will actually pop out the bonnet if you hit a pedestrian, so it will stop their head from hitting the windscreen, which is something that can't be said for quite a lot of cars. However, it's not just the technology, it's also the overall feeling of solidness from when you shut the door and get a reassuring solid clunk, which really gives you peace of mind when driving this car. Another really nice feature that this Jaguar E-Pace has is the fact that the seals extend to underneath the bodywork, which means no matter how dirty and mud covered the exterior paintwork is, your trousers will never get dirty when you get out the car, which is a really nice touch. When you arrive at a Ford water crossing that's flooded during the winter, unlike most SUVs, you won't have to turn round in this Jaguar E-Pace with a wading depth of over ½ a metre. What this car has that its competitors can't offer is this. It's an optional extra, and it's called an activity key. So what you do is you wear it on your wrist just like a watch, and you can go do activities such as swimming in the sea because it's waterproof and dust resistant, swimming in the sea or taking your dog for a walk, and then as soon as you come back to the car you tap it on the boot and the car unlocks. You just leave the keys in here so you don't have to carry the keys around. There's a number of petrol and diesels on offer in the Jaguar. Now we have the D240, which, as it sounds in the name, has 240 horsepower and it's a diesel, and it pulls really strongly up to almost 140 miles per hour, and it will get to 60 miles per hour in 6.8 seconds, which is really impressive. However, if you want a better fuel consumption, then specify the front wheel drive D150, as that still has enough grunt to get you up to motorway speed safely, and is also surprisingly torquey once you're up to speed and you want to overtake cars. Petrols, there's a number which obviously aren't as fuel efficient as the diesels, but they're also more quiet and more refined, and obviously it depends on what type of driving you do. If you're around town most of the time, then you want one of the petrols, or if you're venturing on long distances on the motorway, go for one of the smooth and punchy diesels. When you're on the road in the Jaguar E Pace, it's a nice refreshing surprise compared to the boring and dull SUVs on the market, with sporty and responsive steering and a really nice suspension setup with the perfect blend of comfort and agileness around corners. So then, what's my final verdict on this Jaguar E Pace? Well, if you're looking for a SUV that blends excellent driving dynamics, practicality and also excellent functionality and versatility, then this Jaguar E Pace is definitely the car for you. Thank you very much for watching, and please look at my other videos, and also if you enjoyed this detailed review of this Jaguar E Pace, then please don't forget to like and subscribe.